Does anyone have a question?
Stuart, I do have one question. One thought that continues to come up for me throughout the meditation at different times is the thought of, am I doing this correctly? And I was curious on just your thoughts about that popping up and that fear through the incorrectness.
Kristen, it's a very good thought, because if you're doing the meditation incorrectly, it's not going to take you very far. I can go over it, and then you'll see. I mean, it's very simple. The whole process is about, first of all, bringing the focal point of your attention, your mind, to the chakra below the navel. The reason for that is the mind is the most powerful instrument you have. It's also something that making everybody crazy. It's a nonstop voice with conflict, problems, tension. But when you learn to channel that energy and focus it below the navel, the mind literally becomes a surgical instrument that will open the very core of your being. It will begin to build the foundation, the hara, that balance and strength inside you that is located in that third chakra right below the navel. So the first step is you bring your attention there. The next step is to open the heart. And the easiest way to open the heart is to feel gratitude. Gratitude is the fastest path into the heart. Keep your mind focused below the navel. You feel gratitude, the heart will begin to open. And you take a simple breath through your nostrils into the center of your chest. You hold the breath for about 10 seconds. Could be a little more, a little less. And then after that, holding the breath, you exhale just a little bit of the air. You stop, wait a few moments, and continue to exhale until you're comfortable. Then you immediately take another deep breath. This time you bring all the air down to the chakra below the navel. Your mind is there, your breath is there, and you deeply ask inside yourself to open, to surrender, to grow spiritually. Again, you hold the breath for 10 seconds, a little more, a little less, and then exhale a little bit of the air. You stop, you wait a few seconds, continue to exhale until you come. Now, I did skip something, and when you open the heart and you breathe into the heart and you're holding it for about 10 seconds, you just swallow a little saliva to relax the throat chakra and get the throat chakra open. So it's a very simple exercise, it takes doing it, practicing it. And over time, when it becomes organic to sitting down and doing your inner work. But at first, it's not easy because, how many people are used to holding their breath for 10 seconds, exhaling a little? The whole process has to be learned. It has to become an organic part of your inner life. Once it becomes that, then it really can be used to develop a chakra system that connects a human being with God. I've said it a lot, I'll say it again. Meditation is not a religion, it's not a cult, it's a craft. That's all it is learning the craft. And the tools of the craft are the mind and the breath. Learning to use the mind consciously, learning to use the breath consciously. And the only way to learn, it's like learning to play a musical instrument. You got to practice it and practice it and practice it until you learn how to do it. You don't just sit down and play a guitar, it takes sometimes years to master the craft. Piano, guitar, violin, or whatever the instrument is. Chakra system is like a musical instrument. It needs to be fine-tuned. It needs to be developed. We need to learn the craft of fine-tuning the chakra system. That's what the meditation is all about. once we do that and we learn that, it opens up endless possibilities for spiritual growth. So I hope that's clear, because the most basic element of what I do is that double breathing exercise, something Rudy developed from his practice of, he studied with Hindu swamis and Buddhist people, and what's his name, Gurdjieff. He studied with, not with, but he did Gurdjieff work. And out of all of that, he developed this double breathing, which, with all the people I've been to and all the teachers and swamis and yogis, it was the only thing that said, okay, here is the most direct method I've ever found to develop a connection between myself and God. And that's why I've been doing it for God knows how long, a long time, because it works. So the question you had, Gustin, is a very good one, because you're new at this and you have to be sure that you learn how to do it properly. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, if there are no more questions, there'll be a meditation on Thursday. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you for doing this, for being in my life, for making possible for me to do this as many times a week as I do it with people. Thank you. Bless you all. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on Thursday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.